Clearly from the behavior of counsel by this delaying tactics of running to the courts, it indicates that they do not appreciate the seriousness of the challenges that faces Unisa. The minister gave them enough time, to respond to his letters that he wrote to them, and for them to appreciate the seriousness of these two reports that we've been talking about, the ministerial testing report and the assessor's report. There are serious allegations that are being raised in those reports, and we wanted the council to respond to them, and unfortunately they did, but the minister's view is that they do not appreciate the seriousness of the situation, whilst Unisa is continuously having challenges that they are currently having. Now, this is the reason that today, Minister wrote to the court requesting them to give us a date for the sitting of this hearing, which has been brought by Unisa, so that the minister can then proceed to make his final decision on the future of Unisa, and particularly whether he would appoint an administrator or not.
Yeah, and all the time, Ishmael, time is ticking. As you say, the minister's written to the courts asking for that date, so that's up in the air. And in the meantime, there is an impact on the student community. Student body SASCO saying it has the potential to cause anxiety amongst their ranks. They say it will have financial repercussions on them. So what is your message to the students tonight?
We want to say to the students that the minister and the department is with them. It understands their frustration. And this is the reason why the minister is moving all mountains to directly now communicate to the court to grant us the date so that we can sit for this hearing. And then immediately after that, the minister will then make a decision. We, however, request them to continue to prepare for their exams. They must not let this small setback to derail them in the preparation of the exams. This will pass, and Unisa will stand up again.
Okay, so but what impact would administration have on the classes and on the writing of exams?
The administration will not affect the management of the institution currently. The administrator, upon his or her appointment, will make sure that he meets management and subject himself or herself to the current planning that the university is having. So nothing immediately that will change. All that the administrator will do is to implement the recommendations based on the two reports that we're talking about. So we don't envisage any destabilization of the institution when an administrator will be appointed. All that we envisage to see is that there will be stability at the university, and all challenges that the students were facing in relation to their registrations, delayed examinations, and the marking of their test scripts and so on and so forth will be resolved, including the very same challenges that are there in council and in management. I mean, we have seen some of these things playing themselves out in the public, where management to management were fighting, where there was a dismissal of other top senior leaders of the university, where there is inability of council to hold management to account on the numerous issues. So this is what the administrator will go to Unisa and do. However, we are not going to affect any current planning processes of Unisa, including the examinations.